Today I want to talk to you about this pen. This is the Karas Kustoms Fountin K. It is an interesting little pen, kind of a cool little story about the company. So let's check it out. So Karas Kustoms is a company that machines out of metal, steel, stainless steel, copper, brass, raw aluminum, pens of different kinds. So they do a couple different ballpoints that will fit multiple fillings, like different kinds of like ballpoint, what do you call them, cartridges and ballpoints? I'm not really sure. And they also do a few fountain pens. Kind of interesting is the company has always gone through, when they make new production runs, they kickstart the product, which is really cool because then they get lots of input from the community, and they can be a smaller company, be based in the United States, do all their work in the United States, and be set up with the money to get going ahead of time through Kickstarter. I think they really use that kind of crowdfunding method really well, and also means there's a lot of interaction between them and their customers. So this is their second specifically fountain pen. Another one's called the Ink, I believe, and I was less impressed with that one than I am with this one. I like this one a lot better, and a lot of it has to do with the feedback that they had gotten from their customers. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you all the parts of the pen. I'm going to review it, give it some ratings out of 5, rating the design, the comfort, and the writing experience. And then I'm going to do a writing sample, and then I'll be done. Now this pen belongs to somebody else. I'm actually doing some work on it. I'm going to be modifying the nib into a stub. I'm not going to show that in this video, because if you want to see how a nib goes to a stub, comparing them, I did a video for the Edison Herald, and you can go check out that one to see how that goes. So I'm just going to show you the pre-stubbed version of this nib. So let's go take a look at the parts of the pen, and see a bit. Okay, so let's look at the parts of the pen. We'll start with the cap. The cap is the machined aluminum, like the body. This one is anodized green, kind of an army green. I like that a lot. Top is rounded and smooth. You can see rounded, smooth. It's got this texture, diamond cut-in pattern going around here, which is a nice touch. A little bit of texture for when you turn the pen on and off the threads. Get the clip, which is a simple bent silver colored piece. Very, very tight. I'm not sure it's too tight to use, but it is very tight, held in by 2 screws. It's got a kind of a nice industrial look to that. A little bit of weight to it, but you'll expect that from the aluminum. Then we get the body, and the body tapers down, and it's actually a nice, comfortable taper. It's you can see it's got a nice shape for a pen. And then the end is rounded to match the top. Then you get the section. Now the cool thing about these pens here in this line is you can get all sorts of different colors of anodized aluminum, or you can get brass for the body and the cap, or copper for the body and the cap, and you can get all sorts of different kinds of metals for the section, including anodized aluminum. It's completely mix and match. The nice thing about the brass section here is that this is going to develop a patina over time. This is raw, it's not coated with any kind of coating. So the more you use it, the more patina you'll get. You can always polish it back to shiny if you wanted, but this one will grow with you, get little tiny nicks and stuff. So I think that's really clever, and I really like that in a pen. I think that gives your pen some real interest. Then we have the nib. It's got a very simple feed, and it's a Bock nib. Bock nibs are made in Germany. They make nibs for other companies, or just replacement nibs. They're very decent nibs, and nothing wrong with them. Relatively smooth. I have no complaints. I'm glad they're using Bock nibs. And then to fill this pen, it is a cartridge converter. A standard international, easy to replace. You could put cartridges in here if you wanted to, but this is the way to go as far as I'm concerned, because you can put all sorts of fun inks inside. So those are the parts of the pen. We're going to do the reviews next, and then we'll be done. Okay, so those are the parts of the pen. Let's give this pen some ratings out of 5. Starting with the design, I'm going to rate this pen a 4.5. I really like it. I like the green anodized aluminum for the body and the cap. The clip is very kind of cool and like industrial looking. Texture of the top, nice touch. And then I like the brass section. This one, I like the idea that you can design this pen to suit you, mixing and matching. So, you know, like I said before, this could have been copper, this could have been raw aluminum, could have been the same color as the body. Like, that's just a great idea. And using these ones, you're able to let the pen weather and patina over time, like I said earlier, like that. So I think it is design-wise pretty good. For comfort, I give this pen a 4. It's I like the fact that it's heavy. It is a heavy pen. If you don't like heavy pens, it's really not going to be for you. Fits well for me with my medium-sized hands, I guess, normal-sized hands. It's yeah, not bad for weight, and it goes in there. I think you can post this, but I have to imagine you somehow scrape or scratch the end of the pen if you did that. The threads are a little bit sharp, so that's kind of not one of the reasons why it's only a 4 for comfort. Like if you really grip your pen hard, I'm not sure why you would, but if you did, you'd definitely feel this. And then for writing experience, I give it a 4. Like I'm going to stub this, and I'll work on it, make sure it writes really nicely. But before that, even it's reasonably wet. It flows really well, and it's comfortable. So I'm happy with the writing experience. And I really like this pen. So what I'm going to do next is a writing experience, and then I'm going to say goodbye. Okay, let's do some writing sample. So this is the Karas Kustoms K fountain pen. I think it's a medium nib, feels like a medium. Some sort of purple ink, and let's go. Quick brown fox jumps with a lazy dog. I think it should have been really black here, but it's actually purple. Anyways, quick brown fox jumps with a lazy dog. Writing really nicely, smoothly. Has a slight hard start sometimes. I'm going to stub this nib, so I'll worry about that more when I work on it, but it probably just needs to be made a little bit wetter. It's also running really low in ink, so that might have something to do with that. Regardless, once it's writing, it's beautiful. Or maybe not beautiful, but it's really nice. We'll keep up very quickly. And it sure is. Alright, so that's not a problem. How wet is it? There we go. So it's not super wet at the moment, but I think, again, that has to do with it just not having enough ink in it. So it's not bad. Is there any line variation? No pressure, a little more pressure, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. You can squeeze out a little bit, but it's not really designed for that. It's not really what it's for. So I would say very little line variation. In all, I actually like the pen. I really like the design of it. I like the look. I like the fact that it's just a small group of people making pens in the United States. They know that machining pens is what they like to do, so they figure out a way to do it. I really appreciate that. Really worth supporting. I think they've been really clever with their use of Kickstarter and crowdfunding to get themselves off the ground. So I wish them all the luck, and I hope they keep making pens, especially if they're going to be interesting like these ones. So that's the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. There's lots of videos on there. They're going to keep coming. I've been putting up a little slowly lately, but I'm still making videos, so there's that. Until next time, thanks for watching, and goodbye.